我爱中医。
我愛中醫。
J'aime la médecine traditionnelle chinoise.
Ich liebe TCM.
Szeretem a hagyományos kínai orvoslást.
من علاقه زیادی به طب سنتی چینی و طب سوزنی دارم.
பாரம்பரிய சைனா வைத்திய முறைகளை மிகவும் விரும்புகின்றேன்.
I love Chinese medicine.
The guest we are going to interview today is Professor Binjian Wu, the president of Ontario College of Traditional Medicine, to talk about the management of TCM in Canada.
Hello, Professor Wu. Can you please help to tell us about the current situation of Chinese medicine regulation in Canada? Canada is a federal system, and the governance of education and medicine is the responsibility of each province. Many countries in the world place the management of medicine under the provision of government. For instance, it is the responsibility of each Chinese province to moderate the Chinese medicine field in China, and in Canada, each province creates a professional body to administrate Chinese medicine through the provision of its legislative model. Chinese medicine practitioners and acupuncturists of each province form the CTMPAP. This is an already existing legislation on Chinese medicine in 5 Canadian provinces, including Ontario, Quebec, Alberta, British Columbia, and Labrador. Each province places Chinese medicine practitioners and acupuncturists under the administration of the College of Traditional Chinese Medicine of their province. This is represented by the acronym CTCMPAP. In Ontario, the acronym is CTMCPAO, with the O symbolizing Ontario. In British Columbia, the acronym is
CTCMPABC.
Quebec, Newfoundland, and Labrador, since they only have acupuncture legislation and not Chinese medicine legislation, they have different names. For instance, in Alberta, it is the CAA. In Quebec, it is the OAQ, Ordre d'Acupuncture Quebec, and in Newfoundland and Labrador it is called the
CTCMPANL.
Provincial Administration of Traditional Chinese Medicine and Acupuncture are responsible for reviewing the qualifications, registration, and supervision of examiners. From the official website of the Provincial Administration of Traditional Chinese Medicine and Acupuncture, it can be found that the number of registered Chinese medicine practitioners and acupuncturists in the year-end report of 2021 is 2,616 registered Chinese medicine practitioners and acupuncturists. In Ontario, 2,567 registered Chinese medicine practitioners and acupuncturists in British Columbia, and in Alberta there are 791 provincial registered acupuncturists and 952 registered acupuncturists in Quebec and 36 registered acupuncturists in Newfoundland and Labrador. The 5 provincial registered physicians, including various types of licenses, active and inactive, and special members, for a total of 6,962. For example, in provinces such as Manitoba and Saskatchewan, which have not yet legislated, there are about 7,500 Chinese medicine practitioners and acupuncturists in the federation.
Is there any difference between the management of TCM in Canada and China?
Which elements of Canadian TCM legislation are different from China? It's different from China in that the administration of Chinese medicine is something undertaken by individual professionals, while the regulation establishes the principles that the professional colleges of each province use as their mandates for the regulation of practice. These groups establish representatives of the practice to carry out their mandate as the representative for the government. The source of funding for the operation of the college is not the government's allocation, but the annual registration fee of the members, which is different from China. The task of the college is to serve and protect the public interest, specifically confirming practitioners as qualified members and supervising their members. Their rules are: 1. To supervise the professional ethics, norms, and misconduct, incompetence, and professional disqualification of their members. 2. The administration has the role of industry court and conducts investigations, lawsuits, punishments, and other procedures for the members who have had complaints filed against them. A punishment can be one or more of 1. Admonishment, 2. A fine of less than 35,000 Canadian dollars, 3. Temporary suspension of license, 4. The license shall be revoked for 1 year. 5. Additional restrictions. Those who lack professional ability must attend study classes. Those who are incompetent must receive treatment and must be supervised and guided. 6. Minimum punishment for sexual assault, suspension of practice for at least 5 years, and no application for the resumption of practice during this period. And finally, to supervise the quality of its members and use continuing education and other controls to improve the quality of members.
Hi Shelly, can you tell us your story of studying OCTCM?
Back in September 2020, I dedicated my time to study traditional Chinese medicine at OCTCM. In the past, I have done many different career change and roles in life. For the past 30 years, I was in banking, finance, entrepreneurship. I was living in Southeast Asia, and I was also in politics and had a busy lifestyle in high society. But then when I reached the age of 50, I realized that health is the most valuable investment we can make. So I affirmed my lifestyle change, which is to study health and to help others to regain their health. I became a certified nutrition and fitness coach, which later led me to further into studying traditional Chinese medicine. I chose Chinese medicine because it has brought me back to my root being Chinese, my grandmother's approaches to food and lifestyle. Now I can understand and relate to her theory. Studying at OCTCM is probably one of the best decisions and perhaps my greatest path in life. I've enjoyed the study, the dedications and the knowledge of the professors, the real patient-student clinic, and last but not least is the support of the faculty staff. I'm Shirley Worth. I'm a mother, grandmother of 2, and I'm proud to be a student at Ontario College of Traditional Chinese Medicine.
If you like our video, please remember to share, press like, and subscribe our channel. See you next time!